Today we'll talk about access points to children. Now, of course, there are a lot of access points, but the focus is about technology access points to children. If you listen to me to the end, I want to share a personal experience that affected me for a long time. And this was because of the access that I had in my early stage. But before we even do that, what is really access points? In the technology term, access points are a combination of computers connected together within a location. Yes, our children are connected together these days even beyond what we know. But the question is that, as parents, what are we doing to really understand some of the access points that technology already created to these children? Having this understanding will give you some level of advantage on how to leverage and monitor these children. Technology comes with some disadvantage. If there's anything I want you to take away from this video today, is that technology is the greatest access point to children today. And as parents, what can we do to ensure that this access point is safe and unique to our children? Yes, there's no longer news about when we hear the term children are addicted to screen. It is real. But rather than we fighting them being addicted to screen, I think the bottom line now is, what are the things that we can do in such a way that even when they are on their screen, they are doing something meaningful and something that will even yield more results in their academics? These are ways that we should start thinking as parents. Rather than just fighting them and telling them to leave the screen, we can take advantage of what the screen had to offer. Experts say that technology offers more potential to children only if parents are able to monitor them. The question today is, how intense are you monitoring your children? And there are ways you can monitor your children that it becomes a problem, especially when they feel that you're going to be preventing them from exploring what they want to do. At that point, they hide so many things without you really knowing. Because whether you like it or not, you give them device to use. No matter how you monitor that device, there's always a way for them to do something that they are not supposed to be doing. And let's even say, for the sake of it, you've put all the measures in place in the device you hand over to them. One thing that is also very common is that you're not sure, or you can't control the kind of devices that will be exposed to them when they are not with you. And that leads us to my story when I was in secondary school. When I was in secondary school, I happened to like a computer lab very well, because then the government were able to purchase some notebooks that we could use to browse the internet, and things were very, very fun as at then as well. But the challenge here is that we had access to the internet, but there were no restrictions. There were no intense restrictions, and there were no guidelines on what to be done and what shouldn't be done. So these were just vulnerable kids going to the internet and doing all manner of things. There's this fateful day I would never forget. This my friend just walked into the computer lab and he said, "Toye, let me show you something." And I was like, "What do you want to show me?" The guy just, took the notepad from me and he just typed a URL into the notebook, and boom, when the page loads, it happens to be adult videos that came up. Now, of course, as children, as I saw it, I kept looking, I kept staring at it, and I crammed the URL. I can tell you for free that till today, I still know that exact website that my friend introduced me to. And beyond that, I also visited the website multiple times, and it took the help of God to help me through that. These are the kind of access points I'm talking about. Negative access points that will become a dent in a child's life even when they are grown. This is really not to scare you. Not at all. This is just an avenue to let you know that as parents, it is very important for us to understand that there are access points. Our job is ensuring that our children are not exposed negatively to these access points. And my hack ever since then is that when somebody say, let me show you something, first and foremost, I will ask the person, what is that you want to show me? If you cannot explain it to me clearly, then I will not allow you to show me. If I had been told all of those tips earlier on, I won't see that adult website that my friend introduced me to. Right? And these are some of the informations as parents that we need to know. Some tips, some guidance, some inspirations that we need to just provide to our children in order for them not to make mistakes. Now, let's face the truth. One mistake that parent makes is enrolling their kids in numerous programs thinking that's all. For example, you see one coding program, you enroll your child, and you think that's all. That's really not all. There is something about going through the journey with them. The same way if your child wants to become a footballer, that you follow the child to the training ground, learn how some of those things work, help the child to train on their own. It works similarly on the internet and on the cyberspace as well. So one thing you can do as parents is ensure that you also understand how some of these things work. By understanding how some of these things work, you realize that the conversation between you and your child will sync along the way. This is the reason why we are introducing summer coding class every year. And with summer coding class, we not only introduce children to how technology works. After we engage children for 5 solid weeks, in week 6, the children will showcase whatever they've learned, demo everything to their parent to see. Guess what happened during that time? Parents also get to learn how some of these things work. Parents get to have conversation with their children how some of this technology work. So, I want you to be part of the summer coding class this year. I want your child to experience what it means to use technology ethically, get exposed to how technology is being built, demonstrate and communicate all of those things effectively. If you're interested, all you need to do is to hit the link attached to the video description and let's get started with the conversation. One more thing, you're watching this video and this is helpful to you and you're here to follow us on all our social media handle. First, you need to like and subscribe to this video. Then follow us on all our social media platforms so that you can be notified every time we release a new tip. Until next time, I'll see you in the next one.